Hello, it's Uncle Jim. I can't do any fun videos today because I got to change oil in 6 vehicles, and that's going to be fun. Now, why do we change our own oil? That is so some monkey doesn't strip out your drain plug and screw up on all kinds of things, and that's why we do it ourselves, so we know it's done right. Also, it's much cheaper and you can use better components if you do it yourself for less. All right, so for filters, I use Napa Gold. Last I checked, they were made in the Wix plant. Wix filters are the best, but they're not as easily available or cheap like the Napa Gold filters are. So that's the best filter for the buck that I use. I got to do the tractor, some vehicles. Luckily, 2 of our vehicles use the same oil filter as our quad runners that we use for plowing in the winter. And so that's great. We just buy a bundle of those. They're all the same filter. All right, so for the tractor, I use Rotilla and using synthetic this time. And I'm going a little lighter weight for extreme cold conditions. And then my favorite oil nowadays is Pennzoil Platinum High Mileage for your high mileage vehicles, full synthetic. This Platinum has gotten awesome reviews. It kicks butt. And so there's that. In this case, on this one, 0W40, I have to use Mobile One. It's not my favorite synthetic. Leon, get off of there. Leon, I'm trying to do a video. Get down. Leon, get. Leon? We'll get back to Leon anyway. I can't get any peace around here. Not my favorite synthetic, but that's what I could get. Now, what surprised me during this Biden price crunch crap disaster, these were like $23 for 5 quarts. I was kind of shocked that it was still not double the price. I heard, I heard nightmare stories about automatic transmission fluid, but I haven't seen anything weird. So that's good. Anyway, I hate changing oil. Part of it is where they put the filters on places and cross members in the way and dripping all over the place. So it's good to have a big old drain collector that you can, well, I'll grab that later. Leon, get down from there. I'm gonna open that garage door on you. Anyway, some other useful things to have is some really good wipes for your hands and a lot of paper towels. And if you guys have never tried pig mat, this is the stuff. You just tear off a chunk, stick it under a cross member where it's gonna drain all over the place when you take off your oil filter. And then of course, your wrenches. These always work good in tight spots, especially the quads. But you can get a universal one, but it's never universal. You gotta get in tight spots, people. All right. Pig mat is the stuff. It soaks up. You can wipe the floor. Oh my gosh. All right. Cat. I need to open the garage door so I can fire up the tractor. Get. Also, I talked to Scotsman this morning. He's going to do a thing for Lakeview Outdoors. I don't know if this is out yet, but Lakeview Outdoors, his wife has some medical issues and his insurance doesn't cover a lot of that. She's got a rare disease, and so we'll talk about that later. And so I would encourage everyone to contribute to that. We'll wait until Scotsman posts it, and I'll talk about it live, but please think about Lakeview Outdoors and give some prayers and donate some money. This is a good cause. This isn't boosting a channel or something. This is what, really matters. All right, so there's that. Let me get this cat out of here before I bury this son of a bitch when I open the door. Well, you're a good girl. You get in. Now you. He hates the broom. Let's try this method. He hates the broom. Get in here. Come on. Get. Do I have to joust with you? Get in here. Leon. Son of a bitch. That's a good boy. That's a good get in there. All right, so I'm gonna spare you all the oil changes and everything, but one of my pet peeves is, especially on this one, I put the oil filter sideways, and then it's gonna drip on the cross members and get everywhere. So it's good to put some pig mat down, okay? This pig mat is like the ShamWow. Remember the ShamWow? It soaks up everything. It's actually good for wiping up stuff off the floor. It just soaks up, it's worth it. All right, so the oil filter's way up in there. It's gonna drip everywhere, and usually I'll stick a funnel, a makeshift funnel under here so we don't make a mess. Hummingbird. Anyway, it seems like every vehicle has an issue. On the quads, it's the cut. On the quads, it's the shields at the bottom. Even though they have holes and everything, where you drain your oil filter, it's gonna drip somewhere. So it's good to have some pig mat. See what I mean? Sideways filters, dripping everywhere. Even my old truck has one little cross member that goes across the oil filter, which is actually up and down instead of sideways, which is a plus. I just don't get these engineers. But rant off. Funnels, pieces of cardboard, and pig mat. And then you want a tarp to lay down on. I use a beater tarp just to collect all the crap, and then wipe it down and use it again. All right, I wish I could afford a lift so I could get under cars easy, but that's not gonna happen. They're too expensive, too much trouble. But someday I'm gonna take this son of a bitch and dig a trench and make it so I can do like a quickie lube oil change where they're standing underneath the vehicles, boom, bang, pow. And that might be coming up next year. Do a trench, do a cover, and we'll do that, because it's a hell of a lot easier than laying on the floor. Okay, so I love these big oil drip containers. You can do a couple oil changes with it. It holds a ton, and you can drain it back in the container you got it from. And then I love this funnel because it counteracts those cross members in the way, and it catches everything. And then you have your dollar store containers there, but it's not as good as that. All right, so I guess that's my stupid video for the day. I like using synthetic for extreme conditions, and it's proven and it works great. The other beauty is you can use it for your gun oil. I've used it for years, and there's no reason to buy a little bottle of gun oil that's expensive when you got all this synthetic motor oil in your garage. It works awesome. Now, I'm gonna get my ass kicked today. I might have busted knuckles. I might have oil draining down my arm. I might have a mess on the garage floor. But those are the little things in life. Today, I want you to think about Lakeview Outdoors and his wife and what they're going through, and his family. And give some prayers and maybe open your wallets. Not maybe, no. Open your damn wallets for Lakeview Outdoors, because this is what really matters in life. You got your little things, your little annoyances like oil changes, but then you have the big things that really matter. So I think the crazy Scotsman, he's got odd hours. He might do a video tonight or in the future here on supporting Lakeview Outdoors. I think he's even going to build an AR and do a giveaway. But I say, why even do that? I think people should just lay their money down in their prayers together and just get her done. So while I'm getting my ass kicked today, I'm going to be thinking about Lakeview Outdoors. He is a great guy. He's a local guy. And I was hoping someday Jerry 1911 and Lakeview and Dead Horse were going to come over someday and shoot in the backyard. But that might happen later. Right now, this is the big deal. Okay, it's not about supporting subs or anything like that. This is what really matters, the big deal. And my little monkey brain's trying to explain this, but it's not going to come out like I want. But it is what it is. So, I'm thinking about you, Lakeview, and I hope everyone contributes to this, because this is what really matters. I guess that's it. Until next time, thanks for watching.